This is going to be your ultimate runes guide. What are runes? Why should you pay attention? And what are the best projects in this ecosystem that is launching with the Bitcoin halving? So let's just dive right in, everybody. Runes ecosystem explained like you're 5 years old. And I want to give a big shout out to 0x10door for putting together this great resource here. So he's very bullish on it, saying this is a 100x opportunity in crypto, and you are still very early. It is launching this week, and the early users are going to enjoy the ride. So let's figure out how to be an early user here. So first, what are runes? Runes, not a project. It's not a token. It is a protocol on Bitcoin. Projects are building on the protocol, and they will launch tokens you can trade after the Bitcoin halving. This is the most important thing that the degens should understand here. Now let's dig into the timeline a little bit. First, the timeline. Runes is launching on Bitcoin halving day. This is about 4 days from here. He posted this yesterday. We're about 3.5 days away. Right now, we're in the pre-runes phase. There is no token on the runes protocol. However, they are trying to gain the user base as much as they can in this phase, resulting in the pre-runes NFT collection launch. All right, so what is the pre-runes collections? You can check these out on Magic Eden. I pulled up Magic Eden right here. You can see right there next to Ethereum, next to Polygon, next to Solana, they have Bitcoin. So if you click on Bitcoin, you'll see Runestone right here. Floor 0.07 Bitcoin. Some of these collections are going for much higher. You can see Wizards is 0.3. It has less supply, and some of these like NodeMuck's 0.4 Bitcoin. And so some of these get very expensive, tens of thousands of dollars. And the reason they're hitting tens of thousands of dollars is each collection has a different way to distribute tokens after the runes launch. So these are all the pre-runes projects that are trying to participate post-halving with the protocol. All right, we keep scrolling here. Here's an example. We just saw Runestone. Runestone, #1 project by market cap of 8,000 Bitcoin. Geez. And if we look here, so Runestone, leading collection by Leonidas. Leonidas, OG and NFTs. I hold a crypto skull. It's one of the first, is the first 10K PFP project on Ethereum. And you can see that's a crypto skull right there. So been following this guy for a long time. Really highly respected builder in the space. And Runestone mined the largest Bitcoin block in history. So they're part of Bitcoin history, just by this little mint right there. Inscription number 63 million, 140K, 674. All right, so these NFTs were airdropped to the holders of 3 or more inscriptions. There's 112,000 eligible wallets who received this at the time, worth around $5,300. So we're seeing the same playbook play out here. So this playbook, hold 3 inscriptions, you got a Runestone. This playbook, hold Runestone, and then you get to participate in the post-Runestone protocol airdrops. And so Runestone holders are going to receive 3 Runes meme coin airdrops in total. These are going to be Bitcoin meme coins. I got a quick thesis on Bitcoin meme coins. I do think there's going to be OG Bitcoin whales. These people that mined in 2012, people sitting on hundreds, if not thousands of Bitcoin, or maybe just dozens of Bitcoin. They don't want to spend their hard-earned Bitcoin on some Dogecoin. They don't want to buy an NFT on Ethereum. But what they might do is spend Satoshis on Bitcoin meme coins. Why? For the culture. For the same reason you see these Bitcoin OGs say, the only way you get my Bitcoin is you pry it out of my cold X hands. Well, these people are going to consider this as participating within the Bitcoin ecosystem. So I think they're going to spend money here a lot more easily than they would if Doge was going to pump and, they're on the fence of whether or not to buy some Doge. These people are going to deploy serious capital. There's serious mega millionaires in this ecosystem waiting to spend their Bitcoin because they're just bored. They're just sitting looking at their Bitcoin. They want to do something. They're that meme where you poke it with the stick. Come on, do something. That's what they're saying to their wallets full of Bitcoin here. So this is one example of the gamification to gain the new users and community. However, he talks about a ceiling for Runestone. So it's a $600 million market cap currently, limiting the upside of the airdrops in the entire ecosystem. Its value will be diluted into the 3 meme airdrops, which do not come all at once. And so when you have a protocol worth $1 billion, and they airdrop something that's just, let's just say, worth $200 million, typically you're going to see that value come from somewhere. And so the OG collection, after you get your airdrop, after you're given your free item, You're like, well, what the heck am I holding this runestone for? You know, maybe some people sell after one airdrop. Maybe some people sell, you know, after two. Maybe you have to hodl, you know. So it's going to be a lot of details here. This is a post from last week. They'll receive these 3 meme coins. You're going to get dog and then missing and missing. So we don't know what these are going to be. Maybe cat, you know, maybe something like that. Maybe sat. We don't know. It'll be interesting to follow this, and we'll do some videos on this as well. So here's Tendor's strategy. Focus on potential meme coins, and this is where I get excited. Infrastructure plays. Meme coins are going to be tokens that gain a lot of attention. This is good advice right here. You should not spray and pray or pray and spray on random launchpad collections. So you don't want to just look at a launchpad, 10 projects dropping in the next 48 hours. You know what? I'm going to put 0.01 Bitcoin into all of them. You don't want to do that. You're probably going to end up getting wrecked. But if you do a little bit of research, gauge the size of the community, and then you can imagine how far it can go. Now you go from, well, you know, I'm just going to put some funds into everything. Now you're doing the top 5 of a day, or your 3 favorite, or just one. You know, this is the one I feel it's a winner. That strategy is going to give you a much higher success rate, you know, compared to just buying everything. You don't want to do that. He has 2 picks. I told you we give you a couple picks here. First one, we got Pups. Pups is going to be Pups Token. 31,000 followers on there, followed by some pretty smart people. And then after that, we're going to have Rooney by Runes Terminal, 52,000 follower, followed by a lot of the same people. Gained hype as an infrastructure play on the Runes ecosystem. Still hasn't launched yet. If I were to choose one, I mean, I feel like if you catch a bottom, Pups is going to be better, but, you know, you got to really watch that chart, find your exit strategy, you know, exit at the top. Rooney might be one that you can just kind of set it and forget it. You might like to be able to go to sleep at night without having to worry about your meme portfolio crashing 80% overnight there. Keep scrolling. You can see other promising projects that will launch right after here. You know, he has a great Telegram if you want to check that out here. And if you want to follow this guy, it is 0x Tendor with 2 R's. The guy with 39,000 followers. Let's blow him up, show him a little support here. I sent him a message saying I appreciate this thread. And so I hope this explained the Runes ecosystem, kind of help you make a better decision, because the halving will freak everybody out. And since with halving is just right around the corner, expect a lot of volatility in Bitcoin. This is the last halving, 2020. And you just see we saw a lot of violent moves, you know, in that period, just catching the top of that candle. You end up seeing a very, very sharp decline just in about 24, 48 hours there. But then after that, we end up seeing a very good bounce. So, you know, expect volatility. The leverage traders, a lot of them are going to get wrecked. The market will try to shake you out. It will try to liquidate you. Do not let that happen. You know, if you are going to trade, use very, very small leverage, or better yet, you know, maybe during a 1, 2, 4 hour window, just step away from the charts. Don't try to chase anything here. Markets are designed to wreck you there. So that's what we're watching. That's my explainer for the Runes ecosystem. Let me know what Runes project has you excited. That's all we got.